Okay, real talk. You just heard that. 70,000 people. One arena. And somewhere in the middle of all that noise, that's you. Yeah, you specifically. I have to apologize for making this intro so long, but there are some things I have to make clear from the get-go. Now, before your brain starts telling you, oh yeah, I might stand a chance against that gladiator, I need you to sit with that thought for exactly 1 second. Guess what? You wouldn't be able to. And today, I am going to prove it. Before we get into it though, I want to be upfront about something. This channel uses AI. The images you're about to see, AI generated. The narrator you're about to hear, AI voiceover. Even me, surprise, surprise, AI. But the research of my creator is real. The history is real. Every fact in this video has been verified and written by an actual human being who genuinely finds this stuff fascinating. He has spent so many hours on this video in order to make it engaging, fun, and educational for you. AI is just how we bring it to life. If that's a problem, I get it. No hard feelings. But if you're still here, good. Because what comes next is going to make you question everything you think you know about how prepared you actually are for the world. The Colosseum is waiting. Well, the reason you wouldn't be able to survive in that arena is because our lives in today's day and era are too easy and comfortable. Narrator, take it from here.
The average person wakes up, checks their phone, scrolls for a bit, then gets ready for school or work. Safe, normal, easy. We've built lives so comfortable that most of us have completely forgotten what real survival used to demand from the human body and mind. So, let me take you somewhere that strips all of that away. You wake up, and the first thing you see is the sky. Bright, blinding, almost peaceful. For a second, none of it makes sense. You went to sleep in your bed last night, so why are you here? Then you hear it. Thousands of voices, all around you. You push yourself up, sand sticking to your hands, and the moment you look around, your chest tightens. You are standing in the middle of a massive arena, stone walls rising high above you. Thousands of people staring down, watching, waiting. And then the truth hits you. This is not a performance. You are not here to entertain them. You are here to fight for your life.
But before I show you the fight, first, let's learn a bit about the arena that you are in. The Colosseum in Rome could hold between 50,000 and 80,000 spectators. The noise level could be compared to a modern NFL stadium, except this crowd isn't cheering for a touchdown. What would happen to you once you were in the middle of that arena? Well, the moment you find yourself in the middle of that arena, 3 things happen almost instantly. First, the air hits you, hot, thick, and heavy with sweat and blood. Second, the weight. Roman gladiatorial armor was not light. A standard helmet alone could weigh several pounds, sitting directly on your head, narrowing your vision to a small slit. The full kit, chest plate, arm guards, greaves, adds a significant weight to your body. You've never worn it before, so naturally you wouldn't even be able to move. But for this video, I'll make it easier for you. I won't be wearing it. Third, I will go back to your main narrator. I gotta get ready for the action.
Third, you see him. Your opponent moves differently than anyone you have ever seen. He is not warming up. He is not nervous. He is just watching you. Relaxed, patient, like he already knows how this ends. Because he does. Here is what the movies rarely tell you. Gladiators were specialists. They did not just fight. They trained in a specific style, against specific weapons, with specific techniques drilled into muscle memory over years. There were different gladiator types: the Murmillo, the Retiarios, the Thrakes, each one built for a different role in the arena. You are not any of those things. You are a confused person from the 21st century, holding a sword like it is a kitchen knife. Let's be honest about what would happen in the first 30 seconds. You would try to raise your sword and try to strike him, but he would lift his shield. This shield is called scutum, curved, rectangular, built from layers of wood. It is not just there to stop your blow. It can drive you back, hit you, crush your balance. You swing. He does not panic. He does not throw himself backward. He turns with the blow, and your sword skids off the curve of his shield. Then he drives forward. That shield, driven forward at full weight, hits you in the chest and shoulder like a car door swinging open. You stagger. Your footing, on sand you've never trained on, gives out. One knee goes down. And now he's above you, sword tip at your throat, waiting for the crowd's decision. You lasted maybe 45 seconds. Here's why. And this is important. It's not about strength. You might be strong. You might even be athletic. That's irrelevant here. Modern sports science has a concept called unconscious competence, the stage of skill where you no longer have to think about what you're doing. Your body just does it. A seasoned gladiator had been beaten, drilled, corrected, and forced to repeat movements thousands of times until fighting was as natural as walking. You were at stage 1, unconscious incompetence. You didn't know what you didn't know. And in the arena, that gap isn't embarrassing. It's fatal. Think of it this way. Imagine someone who's never driven a car before being placed behind the wheel of a Formula One race car going 180 miles per hour and told to race Lewis Hamilton. That's you, with a sword, against a professional. This fight is completely unfair, but let me tell you why. To understand why you lost.
Hey, can I explain this part?
Yeah, of course. Go ahead.
To understand why you lost, you need to understand who you just fought.
I was just kidding.
Bruh.
You can do the outro. To understand why you lost, you need to understand who you just fought. The popular image of a gladiator is a massive, brutish man dragged in chains from some conquered land, thrown into an arena to die for sport. That image is about half true. Yes, many early gladiators were slaves, prisoners of war, or criminals. But by the height of the empire, a surprising number were volunteers. Free men who signed contracts with gladiatorial schools, called ludi, in exchange for housing, food, medical care, and the chance at fame and prize money. Because this is what changes the fight. Gladiators were valuable. Training took time, food, and constant instruction. In the schools, many were fed heavily on barley and beans. Ancient sources and modern studies suggest that diet may have helped build a thicker layer over the body, making surface wounds less deadly and more survivable. They were also treated by trained doctors. These men were not disposable. They were assets. Owners did not want to waste trained gladiators. A dead fighter could not be rented out again. The point was not mindless slaughter. It was spectacle, skill, and tension. And despite the modern image, not every bout ended in death. A defeated gladiator could appeal for mercy, often by raising a finger, and the final decision rested with the presiding official, though the crowd could influence it. A fighter who performed well could sometimes be spared. But performing well still meant skill, control, endurance, something worth watching. And that is the part people miss. In your world, being uncomfortable feels exceptional. In his world, discomfort was the baseline. Pain was normal. Fear was expected. What mattered was whether you could still stay sharp inside it. An untrained person offers none of that. He swings badly, tires fast, breaks form almost immediately. That is a waste of the arena. Now let's talk about the training the gladiators had to go through. The gladiatorial school, the ludus, was not freedom. It was a controlled world built around training, discipline, and survival. Men lived there, ate there, and prepared there for the arena. They began with wooden weapons, heavier and safer than steel, building stamina without constant injury. They drilled against a wooden post, the palace, again and again, turning basic strikes into reflex.
This thing basically shows the stat difference between you and a gladiator, and it's not even close. Every bar you see in gray is you. Every amber bar is him. Training hours, years in, how fast you react when something's coming at you, he wins every single one. But the wild part isn't even the numbers. It's that last row. You process danger in your head first. He doesn't. His body just handles it before his brain even gets involved. That's not a skill. Those years of suffering turned into instinct. And there you have it. You lost to a man who had no choice but to be ready. A man built by a world that demanded everything from him, every single day. You live in a different world, a better one, but comfort has a price. And that price is exactly what you felt the moment you stepped onto that sand. And that's a wrap. If you made it this far, genuinely, thank you. Most people don't. If this video made you think differently about history, about preparation, about yourself, that's exactly why this channel exists. Drop a like if you enjoyed it. It helps more than you think. And if you want more of this, different time periods, different fighters, different worlds most people never think about, subscribe. There's a lot more coming. Actually, I want to hear from you. Who should I face next? A medieval knight? A Spartan warrior? Or a creature that shouldn't exist? Drop it in the comments. The best suggestion might just become the next video, and I will also give you a shout out. I'll see you in the next one.